Well, good afternoon to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all doing? So it's Tuesday afternoon. Came in and got a little bit of sleep. My shift ended up being 16 hours last night because of some logistical problems with some folks. And just happens that way sometimes. So I got to work with some folks I don't always get to work with on day shift, and that was great, enjoyable, and everything. So I came home and picked me up some breakfast on the way home. And in case you were wondering, boudin wrapped in bread, baked. Good stuff. We call it a pig in a blanket where I come from. They got a little bit different name down here, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it because, I'm just not. But anyway, it was really good for breakfast this morning on the way in, and I was able to come in and pretty much go straight to bed, which was nice. So jumped up, got the shower, got some of the Cafe Bustillo going, and we're good to go. So earlier, several days ago, I shaved with a travel set that JR had made out of wood and wood box, and the travel brush with a synthetic brush, and he made a wood handle for the Chick G. And then yesterday, I shaved with the little two-sided thingy travel kit. So today, I got to thinking, before I laid down for some reason, that hey, I got another travel kit to share. So that's what we're going to do today. So I got it several years back, and I've shaved with it before. I don't remember if I've shaved with the whole set together, but what brought it to mind is that someone the other day did a comparison between a couple of travel brushes, the Wee Scott and then a Perazzo, which is, I think, a rebranded Omega. I think it was Vintage Life did that. Really good fella. And I got to thinking, I've got this little travel brush. This is an Ever Ready, set in rubber, and it's an Ever Ready, and I believe it says 415. But it's got the little handle, and it's got a little higher loft to it. This is a vintage knot in it. And as you can tell, I haven't used it a lot. I don't know, maybe I need to use it more. I haven't seen where it's shedding, so I think that's okay. It's got its own little travel container. And it's ventilated in the top and got the hole in the bottom, and that's what it travels. And it was in a cardboard box, and the box eludes me right now. But it also had this in the box. So you had this sitting in the box and the brush in the holder beside it. And this is a Gem 1912 with the full-size handle, the head, and then it's got the blade case in there. And I know I've shaved with this because I loaned it out to somebody one time, and I did a shave with it before it went out. But anyway, I actually still got a couple of the blades in it that I had sent out with it. I'm gonna leave those in for right now because I have some other blades to use. And since it's Tuesday, Tabac Tuesday is alive and well today. And we'll finish up with the Clubman Musk. I use that a lot after Tabac because I really like the scent. I think it's really good. Anyway, got me a vault of Treet blades, and we're just gonna push one out of here and get the razor put together here. Of course, putting the razor together is no big deal. So this little travel set, a lot of the little travel sets have the smaller handle for the 1912, and then the head is squanter. But this is a full-size 1912 in this set. I've always thought that was neat about this set, was that it had a full-size razor in it to go with the travel brush. We'll get in there, make sure all the corners are covered. Everything's good to go. Now, I didn't shine this thing up or anything. That's just kind of how it looks. So, all right, let's get down in here and get a good old face wash here. I've actually just got out of the shower not long ago, but we'll still do the routine and wipe the face off. Get us another sip of coffee, and we're ready to go. So our little brush, I've used it before, and it's pretty good little brush. There's nothing wrong with these little boar brushes at all. And we'll get us some soap loaded up in it like we always do, and see what kind of lather we get out of it. With a little travel Ever Ready. Neat little brush, huh? Got a little bit higher loft there than what you would normally see with a handle like that. Alright, so we load some soap up on the brush. That's what we're looking for, kind of a paste type thing on the brush. Oh, yeah. Like I said, there's nothing in the world wrong with a smaller bore brush. I know people like their big brushes, and here lately it seems like the trend is to go to bigger and bigger, especially the synthetic brushes I've seen. They're going with bigger and bigger knots. I don't know. Did everybody's face all of a sudden get that much bigger? I missed it. Don't have a clue. A little bit more water in it. But I actually ended up with, I think, more tobacco than I needed. Easy to do. I don't hurt anything though. Add a little more water at a time until it gets right where you want it. And I think that right there is going to get it. Well, there we go. No problem at all lathering with the little ever ready. Knocks it right on out of there. Gotta love a 1912 shave. I mean, the things were made for such a long time for a reason. And that reason is because they're just wonderful shaving razors. Remember when you use one, it pretty much your angle is the head there, the cap. If you run that cap pretty well nice and flat, you're going to end up with a wonderful shave. Just as easy as that. Nothing to it. Alright. Beautiful shave. That's always a good way to start a night after not getting a whole lot of sleep. 4 hours or so. 5 hours. Maybe I got 5 hours. That'll work. We can make it on that. Oh, that's good coffee. Alright, here we go up for a second pass. And there's plenty of soap left in the little brush for the second pass. And remember, if you go back and you do, I mean, I know there's some people that are 2-pass shavers, some people are 3-pass shavers. I even know a fellow that does a 4-pass shave. Doesn't matter what he uses to shave with. Doesn't matter if he's using a straight or any whatever. And doesn't hurt to go back and add a little more soap off the top of the cake if you need to. Really doesn't. No shame in it. Trust me. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Alright. But in this case, there's absolutely no need. The bucket of German goodness here, known as Tabac, does such a good job. It is definitely on my list of, you know, modern type soaps that are good. And we'll get it around the goatee. I'm being kind of remiss in my skin stretching today, I notice. Happens sometimes. Alright. Here, go sideways. Yes, indeed. This is what Keith would call an epic shave. Keith over at the Shave Den would rate this here as an epic shave, and I haven't even got the touch-up done yet. Look at that. How you like it? I like it. Nice, easy, routine shave. That's what we're going for. That's why I like using so much different stuff as far as soaps and brushes and razors and everything go. Because the shave itself, just a shave. No matter which razor you pick up, it's going to be a shave, and you know that going into it. So the adventure is the different software and different hardware that you use. Oh yeah. Very nice shave. Got a little touch up to do under this jawline over here. I feel that's the thing about using the witch hazel. That's why I like the witch hazel. I can feel when I get the witch hazel on. I think I can feel better where the areas that need a little work. So we'll come down feeling this ear like we always do, and I'm gonna pay a little extra attention under that jawline right there. Come down under my chin. That turns into almost an against the grain there, but we don't want to do against the grain. That's just a good way to get irritated for no good reason. Just looky there. How's that look to you? A little bit rough right there. Alright, there we go. Another darn fine shave in the book. And that's what we shoot for here around here is a DFS. Darn fine shave. I mean, we can go with one pass and have a close, comfortable shave, a CCS. But we're always searching for that darn fine shave, and it comes around. What about BBS, you say? Why bother, I say. I could do it. I could come back and do against the grain down under my neck here, and get everything where it's just as smooth as my cheeks are. I could do it. Couple 3 hours later, it's gonna be right back feeling like sandpaper, and I risk irritation down under there, even though, good soap, good razors, good technique, you still risk irritation, especially under here going against the grain. Why bother? That's what I think. So there we go. That's today's adventures in shaving Fuzzy. Excuse me. With a little travel ever ready here. Dry it off just a little bit here and get it there. I might use that a little more and see if I can get a bloom on it. But there she is, the ever ready. I'm pretty sure that says 415. And with the original knot in it. Thought that was pretty neat. And we won't store it back in the container until it dries out. But see, it all fits up in one nice little pouch. And if you did have to put it in kind of damp, it does have ventilation till you got to your next stop where you can get it out and let it dry. As it is, we can let it dry before we put up. And then our beautiful little Jim 1912 here. This full-size travel. Got its own little box there with little razors and everything. The top is in really good shape. You can see the bottom faded some from the water over the years, but I don't really have a problem with that. I don't really have a problem with that at all. So that was my shave for today. How's your shave going? Hope it's going all right. I'm going to get ready and go back and do another night of work and get that over with and in the books so that they'll keep me a paycheck at the end of the week. Always a good thing. All right, y'all have a great day. Get you some good coffee. It don't matter that it's afternoon. It's morning somewhere probably. And, happy shaves to you.